गोंय विधानसभेच्या 11व्या अधिवेशनाचें पयलें अधिवेशन मंगळारा जालें. मंगळारा जाल्ल्या अधिवेशन लोकसभा आनी राज्यसभेन मान्यताय दिल्ल्या अनुसूचित जाती जमातीच्या आरक्षण कायद्याक मान्यताय दिवपा खातीर खासा अधिवेशन आपयल्लें. नव्या वर्साचें पयलें अधिवेशन आशिल्ल्यान अधिवेशनाच्या सुरवेक गोंय राज्याचो राज्यपाल सत्यपाल मळिकाचें अभिभाशण जालें. राज्यपाल मळिकान गोंय सरकारान केल्ल्या उदरगतीचेर उजवाड घाला. गोंय सरकारान केल्ल्या कामाची यादी राज्यपाल मळिकान सुमार 1 वरभर आपल्या अभिभाशणांतल्यान जाहीर केल्या.
Safety and security of the tourists, women and children are the topmost priority of my government. Also, the overall law and order situation in the state has remained under control. Crime rate has declined by 10.4% in 2019 as compared to the previous year. At the same time, crime detection rate has increased to 84% in 2019 as against 82% in 2018 due to better staffing and implementation of various preventive measures and adoption of modern technology. Actions against drug menace has been intensified, which has led to registration of 213 cases and a seizure of 84 kgs of drugs worth rupees 5.65 crore. Recently, drugs worth about 3 crore was seized in a single raid. In order to create an awareness about road discipline, Traffic Sentinel scheme has been upgraded to Goa Traffic Sentinel, which is the best example of citizens' participation in traffic management. Goa Police has launched e-challan system, which would not only enhance transparency but also enable the traffic offenders to pay fine by credit or debit cards, which would also enable quicker analysis of traffic-related data. I would take this opportunity to congratulate the state as the Bicolim police station has been adjudged the 9th best police station in the country by an independent survey conducted by BPRND. My government is aware that the Home Guard service is primarily a volunteer service and is rendering valuable assistance to police in performing law and order, conduct of elections and traffic regulations on various occasions. Goa was awarded the National Award 2017-2018 under the category of Best State for Adventure Tourism by Government of India Ministry of Tourism, and also the Best Destination Leadership Award 2019 by WTTCII at New Delhi. My government is conscious about Maadei, an issue which affects every Goan. Maadei water dispute between Maharashtra, Karnataka and Goa is about sharing water of interstate river Maadei. Efforts of my government is to prevent water diversion outside the river basin. The tribunal, which was appointed in November 2010, gave its award on 14/8/2018. Goa requested for a clarification from the tribunal US 53 of the ISW Act 1956. Goa has also filed a SLP in Supreme Court, praying for review of the tribunal award besides filing necessary contempt proceedings before the Honorable Supreme Court. We are witnessing progress of the state towards achieving the sustainable development goals. Goa is ranked at 7th position as per the recent report SDG India Index 2019-20 published by Niti Aayog. Goa is a front runner in respect of zero hunger, quality education, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, sustainable cities and communities, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Goa needs to improve on the goals such as gender equality, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, reduce inequalities and climate action, and life below water. The members of this August House may appreciate the way Goa has progressed remarkably and has emerged as front runner in the country. I would like to inform this August House that my government would lay more stress on being achievers of sustainable development goals in a time-bound manner for achieving all-round development of the state. Honorable members, my government was successful in preventing a likely disaster due to grounding of a naphtha-laden vessel, Nushi Nalini, in the shallow waters near Goa Rajbhavan. I would take this opportunity to congratulate the disaster management team for monitoring the operations continuously, which led to early recovery of the vessel and safe transportation of naphtha out of the state. You are all well aware that in spite of mining ban, global economic slowdown, and revenue resource reduction in the state, the gross state domestic product estimates of Goa have registered a growth rate of 11.8% for the year 2017-18 provisional, and expected to achieve a growth rate of about 9.8% during 2018-19 with a per capita income of rupees 5 lakh, which is highest in the country, more than 3 times of the national average, thus portraying a robust and healthy economy. My government is committed to transfer the financial benefits directly to the beneficiaries through digital payment. Goa is a front runner in successfully implementing UID Aadhaar project in the state with an Aadhaar generation of over 101%. Focus is on to cover the children in the age group of 0 to 5 years on a mission mode by utilizing the services of Anganwadi workers in coordination with the Directorate of Women and Child Development. I am happy to say that Goa is performing well with regard to the Human Development Index with respect to health, education, and living standards. We aspire to develop Goa as one of the best states in the country. Honorable members, my government is working meticulously to improve the revenues of the state. The revenue collection through GST was 2558.40 crore till December 2019. Excise revenue collection up to December 2019 has touched rupees 351.55 crore, showing a growth of 7.6% compared by the same period of the previous year. Revenue of rupees 194.10 crore has been collected towards registration of vehicles during the current year till December 2019. My government has also focused on completing all infrastructure facilities in a time-bound manner for the forthcoming national games scheduled during the later part of this year. Honorable members may recall that the development journey so far was not easy and is only due to our determination, self-respect, self-confidence, and the state has become a role model in certain areas due to astute leadership and support and cooperation of the people of the state. Honorable members, my government emphasizes sustainable development of the agriculture sector and making agriculture activity more viable due to better economics of scale cultivation, efficient marketing of the produce. The state's vision is now focused on organic farming, and about 10,000 hectares of area is planned to be converted into organic farming by formation of 500 clusters, 20 hectares each in 3 years, covering 12,000 farmers. My government has provided subsidy to the tune of rupees 71.06 lakh for procuring 456 number of agro machineries such as tractors, power tillers, etc. 2720 farmers were provided an assured price of rupees 427.47 lakh for 4 major crops: paddy, sugarcane, coconut, and oil palm. In order to motivate and encourage rural youth on cultivation of horticulture crops, government has procured 5 MT locally produced vegetable metric ton of locally produced vegetable through Goa State Horticulture Corporation Limited, worth rupees 231.00 lakh. My government is successfully implementing Pradhan Mantri Kisan Scheme and Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana in the state. Under Pradhan Mantri Kisan Scheme, 6994 farmers were covered and rupees 298.70 lakh has been disbursed as an income support to agriculture, and under Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. 740 farmers have been insured, covering an area of 102.92 hectares during Kharif season of 2019. Honorable members, my government is focused on achieving self-sufficiency in milk production by making continuous effort among rural youth to take up dairy farming. The average milk collection has increased from 81655 liters per day in 2018-19 to 82339 liters per day till December 2019. More than rupees 8.46 crore subsidy was released under Kamdhenu scheme for purpose of 875 milch animals, and around rupees 18.77 crore subsidy was provided to farmers as incentives on milk and feed based on milk food to dairy cooperative societies and budget guts and sumo. Under Pashu Palan scheme, subsidy of rupees 4.53 crore was released to 1855 beneficiaries. Fish, curry and rice is the staple food of Goans. Fishery is in an important sector of food production, providing nutritional security besides livelihood support and gainful employment to the people engaged in the sector. In order to provide better infrastructure for landing and berthing of fishing boats and vessels, various infrastructure projects have been undertaken. The construction and upgradation of Katmona fishing jetty of 2 to 6 meters have been completed. Green Goa, clean Goa. Goa is well known for its scenic beauty, flora and fauna. As per the Forest Survey of India report 2019, 68% of the area is under forest and tree cover. Forest Department is reaching out to the people with intensive plantation drives and free distribution of seedlings in various towns and villages through various panchayats and municipalities. As a part of Jal Shakti Abhiyan launched by Union government my government has given high priority for soil and water conservation measures and for creating water bodies in forest and wildlife sanctuaries. Plantation of fruit-bearing trees is also being undertaken in order to minimize the movement of wild animals to habitation. My government is committed to zero hunger, which is one of the Sustainable Development Goals. National Food Security Act has been successfully implemented in the state. Consumer awareness programs were conducted through educational institutions and Taluka civil supplies offices. Goa State Food Commission Rules 2019 and the Goa Food Security Grievance Redressal Mechanism, Transparency and Accountability, Second Amendment Rules 2019 have been notified. Honorable members, my government is sensitive towards the aspirations of every section of the society and has implemented various schemes for upliftment of backward classes. Financial assistance is provided to the needy senior citizens, single women, disabled persons, persons with mental illness and immune deficiency persons. An amount of rupees 228.18 crore has been disbursed as financial assistance to 1.37 lakh beneficiaries. Stipends, scholarships are granted to SC, OBC, minority community for studying at pre-matriculation and post-secondary stage to enable them to complete their education. An expenditure of rupees 158.61 lakh has been incurred benefiting 1,337 students and 3 institutions. Under various other welfare schemes for the welfare of disabled and needy components, an expenditure of rupees 245.51 lakh has been incurred benefiting 373 beneficiaries, 25 centers and 13 institutions. Under National Rural Livelihood Mission, 59 new self-help groups have been formed, while 140 old self-groups have been revived for building gainful and self-employment and skilled wage employment opportunities. Whereas 1 new village organization have been formed, 134 SHGs where self-help groups were provided with recycling fund, startup funds were given to 33 villages organizations and community investment funds were given to 18 village organizations. Under Mahatma Gandhi Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, wage employment of 2,756 mandates have been generated, whereas 27 new job cards were issued. 16 works have been completed out of work sanctioned during last and current year. Under National Family Benefit Scheme, 42 families have been given a lump sum assistance of rupees 20,000 on the death of its primary breadwinner. 290 BPL families have been provided LPG connection in order to minimize the use of firewood under Goa Gramin Urja Yojana scheme. Under Goa Gramin Samriddhi Yojana scheme, 31 works in the rural areas have been completed out of the work sanctioned during last and current year. Honorable members, the financial assistance under the scheme Atal Asra Yojana have been enhanced up to rupees 1.5 lakhs for repair of existing house and rupees 2 lakh for new constructions. About 512 beneficiaries were provided financial assistance for construction and repair of houses up to December 2019. My government is aiming to achieve housing for all by 2022 with this objective. Goa Housing Board has constructed and allotted 1,648 units for economically weaker sections, 2,230 units for lower income groups, 1,235 units for middle income group, and 520 units for higher income groups. In addition to this, 2,638 residential plots have been developed at various locations. The second Adivasi Vidyarthi Sammelan was organized for the students of ST community at Rajiv Gandhi Kala Mandir, Ponda. Around 1,200 ST students from all over the state witnessed the event. ST Corporation has been appointed as implementing agency for Goa Tribals Employment Generation Program, a scheme of Directorate of Industries, Trade and Commerce, for which an amount of rupees 2 crore has been sanctioned to the ST Corporation. Honorable members, health for all is one of the priorities of my government. The health indicators of the state are the best in the country. My government has introduced Deen Dayal Swasthya Seva Yojana, a scheme for providing better and affordable healthcare facilities to the poor and middle class in order to reduce the financial burden on treatment of diseases. As on date, 2.32 lakh active families have been enrolled under the scheme. Goa is awarded as one of the best performing state in reproductive child health portal by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Government of India, Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana scheme has been successfully implemented in the North Goa district. Initially covering 5 hospitals, I am pleased to inform that my government is focused on strengthening the infrastructure and improving the quality of medical facilities provided at Goa Medical College and Hospital. Ayushman Bharat and Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, the flagship scheme of Honorable Prime Minister of India, were launched in the state. As on date, 20,688 golden records have been created. In all, 11 public hospitals and 13 private hospitals are empaneled under the scheme. I am happy to say that no new microfilaria cases have been detected in 2019. As regards HIV, number of persons detected HIV positive have declined from 1,094 in 2007 to 267 is in 2019 due to successful implementation of the various targeted intervention programs. The STEMI Goa project was launched with the aim of reducing cardiac mortality and morbidity. The project includes diagnosis of heart attack in peripheral health centers using tele-ECG, thrombolysis, using newer thrombolysis and agents, and prompt referral to Goa Medical College, PCI centers or hub, using cardiac ALS ambulances of 100 and 108. Under this project, 768 number of STEMIs were diagnosed and 583 thrombolized. Honorable members, Vidya Dhanam Sarvadhana Pradhanam, quality education is the backbone for development of human resource of the country. My government is committed for inclusive and equitable quality education, which is one of the sustainable development goals and promotes lifelong learning opportunity to all sections of the society. In order to achieve this goal, efforts are being made to provide quality infrastructure, innovative tools, enhance learning skills, identifying slow learners and provide counseling and remedial teaching facilities to them. My government supplies free uniforms, textbooks, and raincoats to the primary class students in the state under midday meals scheme. A flagship scheme, hot cooked food is supplied to all students studying in class 1 to class 8, benefiting 1.62 lakh students. Task of serving meals is allotted to 103 self-help group, Mahila Mandals, PTAs. During the year till December 2019, rupees 1,714.32 lakh has been utilized in order to provide quality education. Various initiatives have been taken. Khushi Tide program, a multi-grade, multi-level program enabled by group learning and technology, has been implemented in 24 government primary schools across the state. Kardipati scheme introduced to create an English environment for classrooms to help children learn the language through a process of discovery about Indian culture and rich experiences, has been implemented in 100 government primary schools in the state. Safety of students as the priority of my government. Measures have been taken for implementation of the directives of the Supreme Court Committee on Road Safety with regard to display of carrying capacity both inside and outside the vehicle for ferrying school children. To improve the quality of teaching and put forth a modern pedagogy for the holistic educational experience, 60 smart classrooms and 4 virtual classrooms have been installed in 4 government colleges. This new technology allows the resource persons to deliver lectures to audiences at remote places. Government has selected 30 candidates as Goa scholars, and a total of rupees 2.49 crore have been disbursed. My government endeavors to use information technology extensively and work towards providing various benefits of information and communication technology to the masses of Goa. Government has approved the setting up of electronics manufacturing cluster under the electronics manufacturing clusters scheme of the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Government of India in Tuem village, Parnem Taluka, is an area measuring about 5.97 lakh square meters, 14 schemes for the incentives mentioned in the startup policy and 18 schemes under the IT policy, which have also been notified and are being implemented since July 2018. Registration of 17 new startups and incentive amounting to rupees 81.84 lakh were approved in the high-powered committee in 2019. Government has signed a MOU with MS STPI for establishment of state-of-the-art incubation facility at a land measuring about 14,800 square meters of village Taligaon, Tiswadi Taluka, Donapauga, Goa. Honorable members, my government has successfully implemented flagship scheme Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana in the state. At present, 10 government ITIs and 5 private training partners are providing training under the scheme in the state. A total of 1459 trainees were enrolled, out of which 932 trained, 586 assessed, and 470 certified, and 28 placed in order to provide demand-based, job-oriented courses. 3 new job-oriented courses, namely multimedia, animation and special effect, solar technician, digital photography, have been introduced in the academic year 2019-20. In order to educate officials and elected members on village panchayat development plans, awareness training have been conducted during November 2019 at GIPARD, Old Goa, in which 2497 personnel were trained. Under Deen Dayal Infrastructure Development Scheme, 11 projects have been completed through GSIDC and GTDC under Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin. Steps are being taken to motivate and educate communities in making village clean with the theme Nital Ghar, Nital Gaon, Nital Goincho, Rakhnoham. Under Swachh Bharat Mission, urban Goa have been classified as open defecation free by Quality Control of India team, which is the certifying agency notified by Government of India. Under credit-linked subsidy scheme of PMAY, 640 applicants have been benefited with subsidy amounted to 10 crore. My government has appointed the Permanent Authority for Goa Real Estate, regular authority that is known as RERA, wide notification dated 16th October 2019. Honorable members, Nari Shakti. Priority of my government is to create women empowerment. Each and every Mahila Mandal should become an entrepreneur. Equity and equality is our motto in this regard. Universal Women Helpline is established at Goa Medical College, Bambolin, round the clock to support women affected by violence, both in private and public spaces, including in the family, community, workplaces, etc. Financial assistance is provided to the Mahila Mandals, SHGs, for providing training under various states in order to encourage women to undertake income-generating activities and become self-reliant. Around 13,830 activities were carried out and reaching 225,942 beneficiaries under the Poshan Ma 2019. In order to maintain reasonability of the standard of living, financial support is provided to 1,33,240 homemakers till December 2019 under the Greh Aadhar scheme. In order to come out of the myth that a girl child is a burden to the family, my government has introduced Ladli Lakshmi scheme, benefiting around 65,724 beneficiaries. Mining industry was a major revenue and employment generator for the state. My government has extended all possible support to mining dependents, for which financial assistance of rupees 108.4 crore has been sanctioned. Under one-time settlement scheme, an amount of rupees 96.64 crore has been disbursed to 4,543 beneficiaries. Under umbrella scheme, financial assistance of rupees 170.82 crores has been disbursed to 9,020 beneficiaries. Government has deliberated on the issue with union ministers on several occasions and has submitted 4 representations so far. Government has also suggested possible alternatives for amendment of the Goa, Daman and Diu mining concessions, abolition of Declaration as Mining Lease Act 1987, wherein its implementation is sought to be prospective in nature. In the meanwhile, the state is exploring all the possibilities, lawful options to resume mining operations. The state has also filed review petition before Honorable Supreme Court to review its order dated 7 February 2018. Honorable members, my government is very optimistic in resuming mining operations in Goa during the ensuing season, thereby rejuvenated state's economy and lives of citizens. My government has left no stone unturned to explore all possible ways and means for resumption of mining in Goa. In order to give relief to the people affected by mining closure, my government has exempted motor vehicle engaged in transportation of mineral ore from payment of tax payable under the said Act for the period from 1/4/2018 to 31/3/2020 under Udyog Aadhar Memorandum. Till date, 626 units have been filed registered online with a proposed investment of 2,038.7 crores. An employment potential of 71,091 persons. Goa Investment Promotion Board has granted approval to 179 projects in principle with total investment of rupees 13,043.48 crore with employment potential of 28.6%. Honorable members, under Goa Tribal Employment Generation Program scheme, the corporation has financed 16 applicants and sanctioned an amount of rupees 142.96 lakh and disbursed rupees 28.37 lakh. Since inception of the scheme, the corporation has sanctioned financial assistance to 30 applicants for an amount of rupees 238.07 lakh and disbursed rupees 195.54 lakh. Under MSME Samadhan delayed payment to micro small enterprises, 58 cases have been reported with an amount of rupees 872.26 lakh, out of which 24 cases have been disposed of, amounting to rupees 261.41 lakh. Under CMRY scheme, loan of rupees 1,317.39 lakh have been sanctioned, of which rupees 892.16 lakh have been disbursed till November 2019. During the year till November 2019, 94.64% of the loan has been recovered. Various schemes have been implemented in order to ensure orderly growth of cooperative movement in the state. And to strengthen it as self-sustaining instrument of socio-economic development, implementing national priorities and policies. 5,044 cooperative societies have been registered. To protect the interest of cane growers and financial difficulties faced by them, my government has invested rupees 7.50 crore in Sanjeevani Sehkari Sakhar Karkhana in the form of share capital during the current year. The total investment of the government by way of share capital contribution to the sugar factory stands at rupees 98 crore and rupees 10.75 crore by way of medium-term loan. Honorable members, my government has laid utmost priority for maintenance of roads, bridges and national highways, and also monitors the execution of various national highway projects sanctioned and fully funded by the union government. The two projects, namely Khandepur Bridge costing rupees 297 crore and Konkana Bypass with Talpona and Gallibag bridges costing rupees 2080.16 crore have been completed. Construction of two-lane bridge connecting Kharwada and Karanjalem village in Madkai Panchayat is Madkai constituency at a cost of 1,104.04 lakh, improvement widening and hot mixing of road from Patra Devi Goa boundary to Sasoli Maharashtra boundary in a length of 16.05 kilometers in the state of Goa, interstate connectivity at a cost of rupees 361.96 lakh. Improvement of riding quality of the stretch of State Highway number 5 from Ambora to Borin 5400 to CS 6690 in Saleset Talukas for an amount of rupees 405.37 lakh. Construction of 10 MLD water treatment plant at Mesel Dam Panchayat, Shiroda constituency, supplying laying, jointing, testing and commissioning of conveying main of various diameters from water treatment plant and MBR towards Shiroda and Panchavadi village at a cost of rupees 5,200 lakh, shifting of water pipeline along National Highway 17B from CS 00 kilometer to CS 3.7 kilometer at a cost of rupees 5168.7 lakh, and improvement of water supply scheme in Mormagua constituency, phase 1 at a cost of 611.94 lakh, and in Pale town in Sankalin constituency, 20 MLD water treatment plant at Ganjem at cost of rupees 773.19 lakh have been completed. My government is making efforts to provide facilities to all by optimum utilization of rainwater and groundwater resources. Under Tilari irrigation project, out of 11,830 hectare irrigation potential created, 6,663 hectare have been utilized till date. A task force committee and a committee for implementation of water security plans for irrigation, integration and synergizing of various water-related activities under Jal Shakti in the state have been constituted. The lift irrigation scheme in Damke, in village Panchayat, Guleli in Satari Taluka is completed. Honorable members, my government is committed to provide uninterrupted quality power supply to domestic, commercial and industrial units, as well as enhancing the transformation capacity. During the current financial year till date, the transformation capacity has increased by 3.7% and the total consumer base has increased by 1% as compared to previous year. The total sale of electricity has increased by 3% as compared to last year. As on December 2019, 281 kilometers of ST cabling have been carried out throughout the state. Under tribal subplan, works worth rupees 48 crores have been taken up for execution during the current financial year. The electricity department has achieved an aggregate and commercial losses of around 12% as against the target of 15 set for the state by the Ministry of Power, as against the national average of 21%. About 1.6 lakh LED street lights fittings have been replaced under phase 1. The services rendered by the fire and emergency service personnel have been remarkable in preventing untoward incidents arising due to fire disasters. During the year 2019 and 20, the fire personnel have attended 8,808 fire and emergency incidents, saving 326 human lives and 593 animal lives. Property worth 55.25 crore have been saved, salvaged. As a part of strengthening the fire and emergency services, 5 quick response fire tenders with firefighting equipment have been procured under MP-led scheme and placed at Kankana, Margao, Varna, Vasco and Ponda. My government is currently encouraging and motivating artisans and institutions. Under the Kala Samman scheme, an amount of 502.27 lakh was increased to 2,525 artists. Financial assistance amounting to rupees 478.15 lakh was released to 352 cultural institutions for organizing various programs. Annual maintenance grants for rupees 35.64 lakh was released to 93 cultural institutions for conduct of cultural activities. Grant of rupees 4.36 lakh was released to 280 schools towards maintenance of musical instruments. Dr. Prebanand R. Ramani, internationally acclaimed neurosurgeon, has been bestowed with the prestigious Gomant Vibhushan Award. Goa is well known worldwide as a tourist destination due to its mesmerizing beaches, churches, temples, heritage sites, and most importantly, for its hospitality. Tourism industry is the mainstream of Goan economy. In the year 2018, arrival of domestic tourists increased by 2.70% and foreign tourists increased by 4.87% as compared to 2017. During the first half of the year, January 2019 to August 2018, 37.07 lakh and 4.94 lakh domestic and foreign tourists respectively visited the state. Honorable members, emphasis is laid to create state-of-the-art facilities in the state. As a part of Swadesh Darshan program, beautification and upgradation of Mayam Lake, providing footbridge and handicap-friendly access, illumination across the creek near Mandarin Beach, illumination of Kalangat Beach, improvement of infrastructure facilities by way of parking facilities and development of Morjim King and Ashram Beach parking have been completed, costing rupees 33.26 lakhs. The state witnessed radiant competition from neighboring states as well as the overseas destinations in tourism sector. Efforts are being made to introduce new tourism-related activities such as Bangi destination at Mayam Lake, which is second in India, and hot air balloon services as a part of adventure tourism in order to provide employment opportunities for unemployed Goan youth. Beach shack policy has been formulated and allotted 257 beach shacks in North Goa and 100 beach shacks in South Goa. My government has launched a new vessel along with supply and installation of oil spill equipment to tackle oil spill in the rivers of Goa. final report of the environmental impact assessment study for initiating phase 2 of the desilting of River Sal, the marine environmental impact assessment study in association with the dredging at the mouth of River Galgibag, and the rapid marine environmental impact assessment study of the proposed dredging at the mouth of River Talpona have been submitted by the National Institute of Oceanography, Dona Paula, Goa. Dredging across the sandbars at the mouth of River Chapora has been completed at the cost of rupees 610.8 lakh. Captain of forts has handled 1,850 metric ton cargo traffic and collected revenue of rupees 477.69 lakh during the current year till December 19. It is my pleasure to bring to the notice of honorable members that Goa has won 9 gold, 10 silver, 27 bronze medals at the National School Games and has also won 77 gold, 50 silver and 66 bronze medals at the zonal level Federation Cup, National and International Championship. In view of the heavy rains and release of water from Tilari Dam, flood-like situation was forced the talukas of North Goa district. Necessary rescue and relief measures were undertaken by District Disaster Management Authority for evacuating the affected persons to safer places. Assessment of loss was immediately carried out by joint teams comprising of Talati PWD engineer and punch members. An amount of rupees 67.88 lakh was distributed as relief to the affected persons. My government has been instrumental in bringing about ban on single-use plastic as well as burning of plastic with the enactment of Goa Non-Biodegradable Garbage Control Amendment Act 2019. My government is keen in climatic change and encourage optimum utilization of alternate energy. As a part of this, government has simplified Goa Solar Policy 2017 and notified the amendments. 3.83 megawatt capacity rooftop installation has been completed. A trial of a small wind and solar hybrid system was successfully carried out. We gather once again to celebrate democracy, a cherished value and culture that have prospered throughout the long history of our nation. Indeed, a culture that guides my government towards Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas or Sabka Vishwas. I am confident that together we can make green Goa to golden Goa. Lok Samtha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Asato Ma Sadgamay, Tamso Ma Jyotirgamay, Mrityo Ma Amritgamay. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Jai Hind.